you know, all of these events, every single time that there is massive amount of bikes, there's so many other issues that comes along with it. You know, a lot of accidents, a lot of things. So it's good to bring in a positive message together with any type of campaign that we're doing, and that's what I'm here for as well. Not only helping you guys out because you know that I'll always have your back, I'll always help you out in anything that you need, but always putting a good message out there as well, included
Right.
with it, and make
Well,
sure that the people know. Be careful. You know, be careful out there. Another thing that we're doing now is with crosswalks. There's some serious issue here in Milwaukee, especially that, of course, that's where our office, our headquarters are. And there was a bus that hit three kids and killed a 7-year-old
wow.
boy in a crosswalk. So we're discussing, you know, talking about doing a PSA just to alert the public, educate the public on what a crosswalk is, because people don't even understand that. Make sure that they pay attention on who has the legal right to be crossing. When do you really have to stop? And there's way too many cases that after we started on talking to people about it, there were about four in the past 2 months already of people being killed in a crosswalk. I don't know how it is over there in
Wow.
LA, but
Yeah.
it is a serious issue that has not been discussed. And we even wrote a letter to the Milwaukee Police Department, letting them know our concerns
Yeah.
and how we're going to proceed with this. And you know, we wanted to do a documentary
Uh-huh.
about last year because we saw this issue happening over and over again, and you know, it's just a concern for us, for our public safety. And that's one thing that Hupy and Abraham also does, is try to use our resource to help the public. You know, doing well by doing good has always been our motto, and continuing with this motto of doing well by doing good is something that we're always going to continue doing.
Well, I tell you what, you guys do so much for folks that have motorcycles and get in accidents. One of the things that I'm ecstatic about, and you guys do such a great job, is if you hurt and you call up some places, a lot of those guys don't even ride. So when you try to explain them different things like what got messed up on your bike, or this and that, you guys have people that ride, so you can sit down on the phone with them, and when you have an accident like that, I mean, your mind is so stressed out, everything, and to have someone on the other line that can understand what you're going through.
Relate.
It,
Relate to you. And
right.
that's another thing too. We actually take our time. There's a lot of other attorneys out there. They say, "Oh yeah, I ride," or anything like that, but or you know, let's get it settled as soon as possible. One thing that people don't understand: these cases, personal injury, is a waiting game. You know, we
Right.
want to make sure that your bills are paid to the max. We want to make sure that you are taken care of, because hospital bills and property damage, all of that, it it can definitely hurt you for the rest of your life, without including the actual physical damage that most people would have. But you know, we are very patient. We work on your case to the fullest and try to get the max that we can for you, and work our behinds off, our butts off for you as much, and try to support you in as much as we can, and give you as much as information as we can. And like you said, most of our employees do ride and can relate to your situation. And one thing that Mike has been around bikers his entire life. He's the only partner that doesn't ride, but you know, he always said, "You want the best lawyer, not the best biker." But we got both.
Well, he's got a big heart, and another thing too is a lot of the folks ride their bikes over to work, and it's pretty bad weather over there in Milwaukee in the wintertime. And
Absolutely. Actually, your buddy, you know, Dr. Snake Oil is now
yeah,
working with us as well
all right, yeah, and
in our office.
and you know what? This is another thing too is folks, when someone gets in a wreck in a car, it's pretty easy the rental on a car and all of that. But on a motorcycle, it's different. A lot of folks get in a little wreck, and they're not really hurt bad, and they still want to ride their motorcycle. They don't want to ride a car to work. And you guys know how to work all that and get a motorcycle for the
Absolutely.
client.
That's always something. If there's any
Yeah,
specific
which
need
is
that you
very
have,
cool.
we'll do, and we'll be upfront with you
Which
immediately, and
the
we'll do
motorcycle
everything that we
costs more
can
to
to make
rent.
sure that this process, though it's very frustrating, of course, we completely understand that, but we try to make this process as easy as possible for you.
Yeah, and like I say, that renting a motorcycle is a little bit more money than renting a car, and you guys work that out and make sure that that happens for folks, and that's just it's really cool.
Absolutely. There's a lot of information that we give out to people. We try to make all of our marketing products that we give out during events as informational as possible. There's a handout that actually has a area that you can write out your accident, what happened in your accident. That can be used as a police report as well, and also give you step-by-step directions of what to do immediately after an accident. And we also have of course, our rights cards, and everything has substantial information in there that's going to help you keep safe. So if you ever want any of those materials, you can go to hupystore.com and get your kickstand coasters, your warning, watch for motorcycles, bumper sticker. In fact, our bumper stickers, you remember the magnets, right?
Oh yeah, I pass all that stuff out for you guys.
Fantastic. Yeah. We actually came out with clings and ultra removable cling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the ultra removable cling is a new material now that will never hurt your paint, will never damage your car, and it is a sticker to go outside of your car, and it's removable. You can replace it and put it in several different locations, and that's why it's called ultra removable cling. So it's a new adhesive that's out there. We want to make sure that we're not damaging your property. We want to make sure, in the same time, putting the message out there and reminding those motorists to watch for motorcycles.
Now another thing you guys do too, I'm pretty sure, if not, let me know, is not just accidents, but you guys fight for a lot of the rights when the clubs, including the 1% clubs, when they're having court cases, you guys help out, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We support a lot of clubs in the area and outside of our realm as well. And biker's a biker.
Right.
No matter who you are, what you do, you're a biker or you're a person in need, we're going to be there. It goes along with our doing well by doing good motto. We know what bikers really are. That's one thing that I was very proud of Mike Jones, is finally showing a movie that shows who the biker community really are, because I've grown very attached to this community. Motorcycle community, no matter where you're going to be, you're always going to have a friend. They're always going to be behind you.
Especially around Christmas time.
Especially around Christmas time. Actually, I was at the Outlaws Clubhouse this Saturday, and for their Pearl Harbor event, and that was absolutely wonderful. They welcomed me. Of course, I came from the Hupy and Abraham Christmas party.
Right.
I was all in a dress and
oh my God,
with my hair all done. And
yeah. Okay, you're driving me nuts again. Oh boy,
it was hilarious. But you know what? The entire time over there, I had a great welcome. It was a blast. They're great people, very warm, very, very respectful, and absolutely wonderful. And that's why, knowing who they really are, without this bull crap from other people saying that bikers are no good, it's just ridiculous. So I try the best that I can to promote the honest and good heart of all bikers, no matter who you are.
Well, I tell you what, you really know how to get all the cool stuff to the events too. You have some beautiful models that work with you, and really know how to get the word out.
Thank you so much. It's using your resources and be smart about it, and using your failed past attempts to make sure that you're not going to continue in that route. It's learning from your mistakes I've been in marketing and advertising for, wow, 8 years now. Getting old.
Well, you can
and
you can throw away that fake
but
ID now.
hey now. But using your past mistakes or whatever to make sure that you're going the right direction, and coming from a tiny little market like Fayetteville, Arkansas, where I was part of the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, and then going to Miami, Florida, having massive. I mean, that's a massive market to be doing campaigning for, and then coming to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where Milwaukee
Right.
opened their arms for me, and being part of the 105th, putting that together at Milwaukee Harley Davidson was just a blessing. It was just amazing. And now here with Hupy, and Hupy has been the most rewarding position that I've had in my life, just because of their model and just because of what Mike has done through his years of helping the public. It's not only doing pro bono work like he just did.
Right.
Actually, there was a 100-year-old woman who still works for Walmart. She is the oldest Walmart employee.
Wow.
And Mike just did a pro bono work because the bank wanted to hit her up for $20,000. If you're a 100-year-old woman and you're still working, you can't afford a $22,000 debt that her son had.
Yeah, if you're 100 years old and you're still walking, you should just get cool stuff.
Not only that, it's just a shame that we live in America and there's a 100-year-old woman that needs to still work.
Right.
That's just an absurd. We need to pay attention on something like that, and really take a look at our priorities. Senior citizens, people keep living, and get.
Well, they just found this new thing, Harvard or Yale, where they've been studying on mice, and they took old mice and gave it some kind of DNA thing, and the mice grew hair and got young and were reproducing, and so they're pretty well figuring out how to keep us younger.
Exactly, but then again, Social Security
is going to jack us.
Exactly, needs
Right.
to conform with our growth of our society as well. Because if people keep living to an older and older age, and Social Security is not conforming to this, then we're going to have some serious problems. Actually,
yeah.
I think the problem's still there with
the
100-year-old
problems are there
woman
right now.
still having to work. I mean, she works.
Yeah, the problem's already there because my mom and folks like that I know, they have a hard time making ends meet.
Exactly, and just last week, she was actually hit. I mean, there was a lady leaving Walmart where she works as a greeter. She's on her feet for about sometimes 9 hours a day, and this young girl was just so disrespectful to her that hit her. She ended up in the hospital. So it's just a shame that our society can be this disrespectful to the elders, and also the Social Security not conforming to our growth of the society is just amazing.